Hello, it's Josiah Savar from Sing His Songs Multimedia. Welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to our series on music theory for the worship pianist. In this video, I wanted to talk about voice leading and just some ideas I had about using inversions to help smooth out your transitions between different chords in a progression, and how that can help you tell a more cohesive story with your voice leading, perhaps. Before we get started, let's talk about the word inversion, just so that we're all on the same page. Inversions in music are concerned about the order in which the notes of a chord are presented. Let me explain. So if we take a C major chord, C, E, G, that's how it's spelled, we could also put it in the order of E, G, C, or G, C, and E. Those are all C major chords. They have the same letters, they have the same alphabet letters, so it's the same chord, but they are different inversions because they're coming in different orders, right? So that is what an inversion is. If you haven't explored inversions that much in your personal practice time, it's something that I highly recommend. It can be a very rewarding practice, to just unlock the piano and just feel your way around and find out what sounds there are. Inversions are a really powerful voicing tool. As you heard with just those three chords, you can make a C major chord sound very different in three different ways. But anyways, let's talk about how we can use them in voice leading. Let's take a simple progression in the key of D major. Let's go 1, 5, 6, 4. So it'll be D major, A major, B minor, and G major. All right. The way I just played it was kind of boring. All I did was I took the same inversion, that same finger shape, that root position shape, and I moved it around the keyboard, and it just kind of jumped around a lot. It felt really jerky, especially that one. Right? Now, sometimes that could be the sound you're going for. So it could be a cool color to have in your, in the proverbial palette. But if we want to make it a little more smooth, we can do that using inversions. For example, we're going to start with that D major chord again. And we're going to spell it D, F sharp, and A. Now that A we need in the A major chord. So we can keep that in the top. And we can use the inversion that has that A there. So C sharp, E, and A. So we can kind of stay in the same register, right? I'm going to go to the root position B minor chord from there. Now going from B minor to G major, we actually can share both the B and the D. So we're going to keep those in the bottom and put the G on the top. So it's going to be spelled B, D, and G. Let's play that all together. All right, so already that sounds a lot smoother and just a little bit more intentional. Now, something that I did in there that I didn't talk about before is trying to find common notes in the chords. And when you can find notes that are shared between the chords, if you can put them in the same register or use the same keys on the piano to represent those chord tones, it can really help smooth out your voice leading, right? Especially when we went from that B minor to that G and we kept two of the notes from chord to chord. That really smooths it out. Our ears are drawn to that. And besides, it actually helps you play. It's ergonomically very comfortable to keep some notes down, keep some fingers down. So it works out really nicely in both those ways, sound and hand ergonomics. All right. One interesting way that you might be able to take this one step further is using more than one inversion for the same chord. Let me show you what I mean. We'll take that same progression. And I might try something like this. Okay, so for some of the chords, I used two inversions of that same chord, and it just helped me move around the piano a little bit more. You can get away with more jumping between notes if you're staying on the same chord because to the ear, it doesn't really sound like you're moving that much because you're really not. You're using the same notes just in different spots on the piano, right? And you can go as crazy as you want with that, If I were faster. That was kind of ridiculous. I need to practice, don't I? Anyways, you can take that as far as you want to. But those are just a couple ways that I like to use inversions to kind of smooth up my voice leading a little bit and make it sound a little bit more intentional and cohesive. And that's all I have for this video today. If you liked the video, please hit the like button. Subscribe if you'd like to see more videos of this type. Please share this video if you know someone who might enjoy this. And I will see you in the next one. Thank you so much.